I'll be sharing with you how I make use of moving average line, Zig Zag indicator and OsMA indicator to find an entry level in the market. I'll be sharing with you the settings of all those indicators, things I often put into consideration before I go into the market. Everything I'm going to be dishing it out right here on this video. If this is the first time of you seeing our content, and if at the end of this video you're able to find value on our content, do ensure you subscribe to this channel, hit notification bell so you miss any of our amazing videos. As a reminder, everything I'm going to be sharing right here on this video is based on my own personal experience in the market. I'm a trader, I'm not a financial advisor, so if you need to take any financial decision, do ensure you consult your financial advisor. So right here on the chart, I'm going to be using moving average line indicator, Zig Zag and OsMA indicators. So I'm going to come over to the indicator section. So I'm going to be using a moving average line, Zig Zag and OsMA indicator. So the settings of my moving average line comes with the period of 14. I'll set this as 14. The moving average, I'll be using SMA. Right here on the style level, I'm going to be using let me use a white color and I'll set it to be on 3 pixels. So when I'm done, I'll click on save. My Zig Zag indicator comes with the deviation. Let me set it as 3. The depths, I'm going to set the depth as 5. While the back step, I'll set it as 1. Set it as 1. So right here on the style level, I'm going to be using this color and I'll set it to be on 3 pixels. So when I'm done, I'll click on save. My OsMA indicator comes with the settings of the fast period as 12, the slow period as 26, while the signal SMA period as 9. Right here on the style level, I'm going to be using a default color, which is a green color. I'm going to be turning it up a bit so that it can be pretty much clear on the chart. So when I'm done, I'll click on save. So with this strategy, I'm going to be using 10 seconds candlestick. I'm going to be setting it on the Heikin Ashi candlestick. Not only that, I'll be setting my expiration time to be on 1 minute. So right here, I found an opportunity. I'm going to go for an up position. So the first thing I considered before going into the market is the consistency of a candlestick. Right at this point, there have been a series of consistency of a candlestick right at this particular point. So the next thing I also put into consideration is the intersection of both the moving average line and the Zig Zag indicator. Immediately I saw that is when I also discovered that there are high liquidity in the market that could push the market towards an upside direction. Not only that, my OsMA indicator started printing out candles above the 0% level, which also give me another confirmation to go into the market. So I need to see at least 2 strong candlesticks from my OsMA indicator, giving me a clear directional move before I go into the market. And right at this point, I make my first win. So right here, I also find another opportunity. And right here, I'll be going for a down position. And right at this point, I'm able to find a consistency of a candlestick right here. Each candlestick engulfing each other, which also gives me another confirmation that there are liquidities in the market. Therefore, the sellers are pretty much ready to push the market towards a downside direction. Not only that, I also find a confirmation from my moving average line and my Zig Zag indicator. They both line intersect each other, giving me another confirmation for a down position. Also, my OsMA indicator start printing out candlestick below the 0% level, which also gives me another confirmation to go into the market. So right here, I have 7 seconds to go. And right here, I also make another win. So right here, I found another opportunity. So I'm going to go into the market. I'm able to see the trend right at this particular point. Right here, I'm able to see a series of a high, a higher lows, a higher highs, a higher lows, and basically I'm actually expecting the market to go as a higher high right at this particular point. So this is the first thing I put into consideration. So the next thing I also put into consideration is the consistency of my candlestick, which I have right at this particular point, and also the intersection of my moving average line and my Zig Zag indicator. These are things I actually put into consideration alongside with my OsMA indicator. So basically, I actually go into the market because I'm able to see through to the trend that the market is in a clear uptrend, and there are high tendency that the market may go as a higher high right at this particular point. So right here I found another opportunity, so I'm going to increase. So right here I'm also going to wait for my OsMA indicator. I'll wait for the next candle to confirm my entry level. So let me go for 4 position. So basically I'm able to see a consistency of a candlestick right here alongside with my candlestick confirmation. I also considered the trend anytime I'm using this strategy. So in the case of a downtrend, I look out for a down position, while in the case of an uptrend, I look out for an up position. So right here I have 33 seconds to go. So right here I make another win. So right here I'm also finding another opportunity. This is an uptrend. Go with 2 position. So right here I have an uptrend, series of highs, higher lows, higher highs, and higher lows. And I'm able to see consistency of a candlestick alongside with my indicators confirming my entry level. So right here I have 40 seconds to go. So right at this particular point, I got a refund right here. So right here, I think the market is also reversing as a series of a higher low. Then from there, continue going as a higher high if the market still remains in an uptrend. So guys, this is where I'm going to stop on this video. I hope you find value on this content, and if you do, don't ensure you subscribe to this channel, hit notification bell so you miss any of our amazing videos. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video.